Alrighty, so I have made protein pudding. I showed you all a video about a protein pudding. I made one last week for Josh's birthday. I made a banana cream one. Oh, it was wonderful. And wouldn't you know, he didn't share very much with me on that one. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a chocolate caramel one. Alrighty, off to the kitchen. Alrighty, another protein pudding recipe. I've got 1 2/3 cup of water, just plain water in this blender. This is my Ninja blender, had it forever, not sponsored nor affiliated. And to that I added 2 scoops of chocolate Premier Protein, and I've already put that in there. And then to that I'm going to add an entire box of the chocolate sugar-free instant pudding. It's got to be the instant pudding, guys. Got to be the instant pudding. And I'm just going to put that whole thing in there. Now, this is going to be like a, you know, just a sweet treat. Grab and go. Grab you a spoonful. And just on the go type little treat. I mean, you could probably sit down and eat the entire thing. But I wouldn't suggest it if you're trying to really monitor your carbs. Because, let's focus that in there. For the protein pudding, it is 8 total carbs with no fiber and no sugar, alcohol. So it's 8 for the whole box. And then for the Premier Protein, you've got 2 net carbs. So you've got 10 carbs in this blender as it is right now. And I'm going to blend this up. That's a little liquidy still. Little bit liquidy still. So I'm going to keep going. Now I blended this for quite a while. Just to make sure that it got good and thick. And I'm going to show you guys. I scraped down the bowl and kept going. And I mean, she be thick. She's thick, 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 thick. Okay? If it's not thickening up the way that you want, or you try a batch and it's not thick like you want it, just dial it back to 1.5 cups of water. Okay? And see how thicken that up, or how thick that goes. Alrighty. I'm going to get this in a bowl and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. Actually, I changed my mind. So what I'm going to do is Hershey's has come out with these 0 sugar, aspartame free, but you see what that says? These are caramel ones. They're caramel filled, okay? So we're going to flip this over and see how we're doing. Okay, 22 minus 2, that's 20, 18. Okay, 20 minus 18, that's 2 sugar alcohols per, let me see, because we've kind of been munching on these, per 4 pieces, okay? So I'm going to take a couple of these and kind of bust them up and put them on top. But I want to dial up that caramel flavor just a little bit. So we're not going to tell Josh, okay? Just a second, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Alrighty, so you see how thick that is? I'm going to loosen that up just a hair with some of my Jordan Skinny syrup. And look, it's caramel, so that's going to pair nicely with that. So I'm going to do probably about a tablespoon just to really dial up that caramel flavor. Sorry for the close-up of my blender there. I was trying to get the I mean, just a couple splashes there. Alright. I'm going to take my blender, or my spatula out of my blender here. I'm going to buzz that up. Because it's thick. I know it's thick, so I want to kind of thin it down just a little bit. Pulse it around just a little bit. Get the, oh yeah. All right, so I'm going to get this in a bowl and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to top that with those caramels. Okay, so I took 4 of those little snack size caramel Hershey bars, and after I put it in the bowl, and smoothed it out. I just went ahead and kind of broke those up just a little bit. And let me tell y'all something. This is good. I mean, it's thick. It's going to thicken up a little bit more in the refrigerator. Okay, I'm going to get me a bite with a piece of chocolate on it. Alrighty, are y'all ready for an actual live reaction? I don't want to dribble any chocolate on my shirt. Definitely good. May have to hide this in the fridge from Josh. See, that's a pretty easy recipe. Didn't take very long. I blended it extra long in my blender. I like the consistency that putting it in my blender does. It just, I don't know, it makes it extra little fluffy. But that's just me. You could do it by hand with a whisk or, you know, with a hand mixer or however you want to do it. That is going to be hard to keep out of. Like I said, I may have to hide that one from Josh just so I get a few bites. But it's low carb. It's keto. It's diabetic friendly. So, I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to feed this to my father-in-law. I know he's not going to spike his blood sugar. But there you go. There is another protein pudding delicious treat. Now, if you've got a birthday coming up and you don't want to have that as your cheat day, let's say your birthday's on a Tuesday, but you want to save that cheat, you know, you're going to do a cheat for your birthday, but you want to do it on a weekend, make that for your birthday dessert. Mighty fine. Anyway, y'all are beautiful or handsome, just so you know. It comes from the inside. And I care for you guys. Just showed you another protein-packed sweet treat. I mean, it could be a mid-morning little scoop bite. There you go. It could be a mid-afternoon pick-me-up, or it could be a bedtime snack. Okay? Or you could serve it as a dessert. There you go. Multiple ways to use that recipe. And you're not alone. If you've got a sweet tooth, you are definitely not alone. It has been hard to give up my sweets, okay? But thank the good Lord, there are several companies out there now that are coming out with low sugar, low carb, no sugar alternatives, okay? Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Alrighty, guys. Love ya!